how much I've heard. I have
Current celebrity crush in singing profession. Hello guys, welcome to the third episode of Genspeaks podcast series. With us we have Priya Rikkala. She's an upcoming and a very known singer in the Telugu industry right now. She apparently worked with SS Thaman and she also participated in the Saregama music competition. So without any delay, let's just start talking with her. So, hello Priya.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine now.
So I have this one question, it is coming from my side. You know, we see the Telugu industry, like basically the whole of film industry, as a huge, big castle, beautiful castle. But then, what exactly happens inside it? Like, is it the same that they're portraying, or is there anything?
So obviously, because it's all for the audience, it'll look very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That is what they want, like people to enjoy and all. With the hard work, and also there are a lot of things in the back end. So first thing is there's a lot of what do you call? You need a lot of confidence to show up that whatever you are seeing it. So you need a lot of confidence and a lot of hard work. So for me, it's like I don't know if I've done enough hard work, but even putting those efforts, to show off whatever you are seeing, it's really difficult.
Wow. And there's this thing, and most of the parents, the Indian, South Indian parents, they don't encourage their children to go into professions that are not technical, where you can get jobs.
Yeah.
And you went into singing. Also guys, she's from Geetanjali College of Engineering and Technology. She's from civil department, but then the thing is, she moved to singing, from civil to singing. But then how, like your parents, were they cool with it?
So I started singing when I was in my 4th standard. So that time, there's no stress about education as such.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents were really supportive.
Wow.
I think it started with my mom. She wanted to be a singer.
Whoa.
And I don't know from where it came, but seeing the singing competitions and even the movie songs and all, I kind of got interest. So I started learning when I was in the 4th standard. And then I started going to music classes. And somehow I got a chance to get into a place where I got exposure, like to be on the television and all.
Wow.
When I was in my 8th standard, I think that was the first time I was on television. So, so it happened. And my parents were never worried about education, because I think I was never, I was above, not even above, I was good at academics.
Good.
Yeah, I managed somehow. I never studied at home, only the classes which I listened and during lectures and all, that was it. And only one night batting. That's the only
Perfect.
Yeah, that was it. And so I think my parents didn't have a trouble with me with academics. So, and actually I was the one who kind of took a break from music in my inter, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
that happens to
Yeah. So they were never okay with it. They always wanted me to continue. But I just took a break from going out and all. I still kept learning music.
Mm-hmm.
So only with the television or any shows outside, I stopped going in my inter.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after your 4th year got over, what exactly did you do? You went into the music industry. How did that happen? The whole background story behind that.
So actually, the truth is, I actually stopped learning music.
Oh.
I wanted to concentrate to some other, I think masters and all. I wanted to concentrate in that area. So then Saregama happened. There were auditions, online auditions, and I was very careless because it was COVID, and I knew that it wouldn't happen because it's COVID.
Yeah.
I thought I will not even send them a video because it will not happen. And then my mom, she kept on seeing the advertisements on Instagram and TV. So she asked me to send. And somehow I managed to send already the videos which I had earlier, those only I sent.
Okay.
Because I was really lazy and not interested, because I thought it won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tried earlier many times. So it didn't happen. So I thought now with the COVID it won't happen. And I didn't send them. And then it was the last day. Last week where we had to send on WhatsApp. Then I sent them, and I got a call back from them to they asked me to send another genre, and then I was sending them videos.
Old ones only.
No.
You
then
against
I had
that?
to record
Then you had
because
to
I was out of stock.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
of other videos, so I had to send them the new videos, and then I think it took a long time for them to get back. I thought it won't happen that time also, and then I got a call that you will have a phone interview.
Oh. Okay.
So you have to attend it. So then I was ill that day. I was not really well, and then they called me. I didn't answer properly, and I thought this is gone for now for sure.
Who like, is that a very
Z.
a Z? I mean, like any famous music director calls you up, or the team?
The
That's
team.
okay.
The team. They called, and there was a phone interview. I was really sick, and I just answered them with one word, like one word answer. That's it. So I thought now though this is gone for sure, and then they told they'll send me an application. You have to fill it and send them. I was sick. I didn't do that. And then we shifted our house and all. I was very busy. I forgot about Saregama completely.
Okay.
And then I suddenly remembered that I got like a mail from them. Then I opened the application. I sent them in fluke, like let's try it. Let's see.
Alright.
But still, I was not interested to be on television because I know how much efforts it takes and all. So I sent them application, and then there it started. They asked me to send the other songs which they selected for me. I sent them, and then they called me for the rehearsal and then the shoot.
Wow.
That's how it happened.
It's kind of lucky, or you just put in your. It's like an add up of everything, right?
Yeah.
So I have one more doubt from my side. The thing is, there are a few steps that you need to follow. Like, are there any few steps that you need to follow to become a very good singer? Or
Yeah. First thing is you have to learn. Keep learning. So because there's always a new thing that you'll go through, like you'll come across. So you'll have to keep learning. So that's one thing I will tell, and I actually tell to myself also, because there are a lot of pauses now. I'm not getting a chance to learn properly. So, and because of COVID also, because of the online classes, it is not very interesting.
Exactly.
On face-to-face classes are different, and
this is
online
different.
is different.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'll tell, and the industry is kind of luck and also hard work both. So you shouldn't feel bad if something goes wrong. Just keep trying, and you shouldn't take it to heart that's not the end of your life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's one thing, and I think these are the two things.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and you sang on stages, you sang on music competitions, live performances and all. For me, for doing this podcast only, I'm still fumbling and all. But then you have to sing with all those swaras, ragas and all. How do you manage to stay cool? And
it's the same with me even now. Like even while talking also, I do that a lot. It's just that you don't have to think about others. Do your thing, and if you're happy with your performance, that is enough. So that's what I follow, because at the end of the day, there are two things: negative and positive. So if you will get positive reviews, you will get negative reviews. Concentrate on what you are liking about yourself. That's it.
Perfect. Yeah. That's a nice answer. So now, since you've been part of industry for more than a year, I'm guessing. More than 1 year.
No, with the background singing and all, 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, the television since few years.
Okay, so now you're in part of the industry, right? So did you feel like changing something about the industry? This is where industry I feel lacks, and did you ever feel like that you can see this has to be changed, or can I change this? Did you ever feel something like that?
There are a lot of things, but one thing is that they make you wait a lot. Like when if you're a junior and all, you have to wait, do the clapping and all for the whole show. You have to sit in the whole show. It's only with the juniors mostly. So I think that was little hard for us to sit. We go to shoots at 6 o'clock in the morning, come back the next day at 6 o'clock. So it's 24 hours of shoot.
Whoa.
So we sit for the whole whole day. So I think that's one thing I would like to change, because health. There are a lot of reasons your health will get spoiled, and there's not always transport and all with us. So that's one big problem. So I would like to change.
A few of that.
Yeah.
So now, since you're part of industry, who is like your most favorite person, like from the famous celebrities and all?
Chitrama has been my inspiration. I also sing a lot of Chitrama songs.
Okay.
So she has.
Chitra Garu. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And then now, see, like the thing is, you were in college. Sorry, one more question before that. Are you working or anywhere, or are you taking singing as a full-time profession?
No, actually, because now I have a break.
Mm-hmm.
4th year is done. So now I have a break. So I could do all this very easily.
Okay.
But my aim is to do my masters and continue singing along with that.
Continue singing.
Yeah, that's not a profession. That's my passion.
Alright.
My passion. But I want something really professional.
Perfect. One thing that we have to learn from over here is there are profession and passion are two things. You can like your profession can be completely different and your passion can also be completely different, and there is no thing that both have to be the same. So if you're passionate something, always pursue it, but there is no such thing that you should always keep it as a profession. That's one key learning from here right now. So now Thaman Garu, let's dive back to Thaman Garu. How is he in real life?
He's really sweet.
Yeah.
So he takes care of everyone around him really well. Like you won't feel as if you're around some like big celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
He makes you feel like home. He provides you with everything. He takes us for dinners and all.
Wow.
He's really sweet. And also while recording, he's not like very like strict. Like usually people know they're very like stressed while recording.
Yeah, true.
He's not like that. He's very like calm. Take your time, sing. He takes his time. He gives us time to like settle down and sing. So that's one thing that we liked a lot about him.
Oh wow! Now you sang in Radhe Shyam, Akhanda and all. Do you have any funny experience or good experience that you felt while filming for these huge projects, like Radhe Shyam and all?
Yeah, recordings and all went like straight for 15 days.
Whoa.
Like half of the day we were at the recordings itself. And funny, being around those people is only a very good experience actually, because you don't get to be with them daily.
Yeah,
it's
true.
a very like golden opportunity for us. So being around them, learning how they manage time or how they do the process and all, it's really good. Funny and all, it happens in the way, but
Okay.
yeah, it's not very stressful. With Thaman sir, that is there. So we enjoyed a lot.
Cool. So, are there any things that most of the upcoming singers don't know, but like these are the things like secrets of music industry? Are there anything like that as of now in the industry? Like after you only get to know about them when you get into the industry. Before that, are there anything like that?
Yeah, it's just that you think you know everything. That's not. Right.
All right.
So when you go into it, you'll know like how deep, and there's a lot to learn also. So if you're overconfident, it will not fetch you anything. So yeah, you have to be humble. Yeah, and always down to earth. Learn whatever possible, even from your whoever it is. It's not about their juniors or their seniors. Whoever possible, like from whomever possible, you have to learn whatever you can.
Wow. So, is there any one such incident, like when you are part of the music industry, is there any one such incident in the industry that change your perspective in any way about anything? Any one incident?
So everybody feels like it's very dramatic, no? The television industry.
Yeah, exactly.
They play all the songs. People tend to cry or get emotional.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that's one thing. People always feel like this is too much.
Too much.
And all. But actually, what happens is usually also when we listen to music, we feel a lot of emotions according to the song we listen. Like if it's a happy song, you feel very joyful and all. If it's a sad song, you feel it.
sad.
So when on the sets, there's a loud music. Like there are loudspeakers, and you have all the music in those all speakers. So when that is out, what do you tell? It comes out of your heart, all the emotion and all. So that is not too like. It's not with everyone, but most of it is not drama. It really comes out as an emotion. So that's
Wow.
one thing. I changed the thinking about it.
Yeah, even I used to feel like in Telugu they say identra ento overreaction chestunaru and all that stuff. But it actually happens.
Yeah,
People
it actually happens.
they tend to be
It's not 100% true with everyone.
Okay.
But because I experience with myself, because I'm a person who is like same
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that.
Introvert.
So when I was on the set, it was SB Balu Gari episode. So it was really emotional because we lost
Yeah, exactly.
the same year, and then listening to his songs only made us feel very emotional. Yeah.
So diving back into the podcast. So I have this one question. See, whenever you feel very lazy or out of place, what do you do to get back on track? Is there any trick or anything like that you use?
Usually when I am lazy, I stay back in bed and like if at all I'm feeling weak or anything, so I stay back in bed. It's my mother who pushes me to get up and do whatever is there that day, whatever is scheduled that day. Or else if it's really important, if I have to go out for sure, then I think I'll order some good food to get back into that mood, and then I'll go do my work.
That's one very unique answer that we got. So now that you're going to all these live performances and music shows, recordings and all, you see there is an element of stage fear. Now even when I'm recording this podcast, I'm getting a bit scared to talk. I fumble.
Yeah.
But then you have to sing. You have to sing it very perfectly. Like how do you manage? Is there anything?
So I had like stage fear when I was on the show, before show, even now, even while speaking also, there's a lot of fear inside, obviously. But the thing is, you shouldn't show that in your singing. Basically, everybody has fear. Like even like all the famous singers, while they're on the stage, they have fear. But it's just that they manage the fear. It's not that they don't have fear. They just manage it. So for me, I couldn't do that when I was on the show. It was seen in my singing. My voice shivered a lot while I sang, like most of the takeoffs in the singing. So my voice shivered, and I could feel my heartbeat. So that's how much I feared. I had anxiety on stage. I used to sweat a lot. So these are all the factors which we go through. So this is all the hard work that I talked about. It's not about the work, exact physical work. This is the hard, what I meant was this is the hard work that I talked about, because managing fear also is an art. So everybody cannot finesse that. So now I'm a little better at it. So I'm doing good because of the experience, because what all I went through, it was a learning for me. So that gave me confidence. I've always feared with lyrics. Okay, what if I forget and I can't manage on the stage? That was the biggest fears while I was singing. Not the tune, not the the music background score, nothing. Only the lyrics. I was really scared. For different people, it's different. So for me, it was lyrics, and before we sing, there are a lot of people who have to perform. So when they are performing, I used to memorize my lyrics, and I used to get out of track because it's a disturbance now.
Exactly.
So that used to give me a lot of fear, and it was a daunting experience. Like if I think about shoots, I get anxiety. That's how scared I was. But slowly now I feel that if I was on the show now, I would have done better, because now I feel I have more confidence than earlier. So yeah, I think because of the experience only, the fear will, you can manage the fear.
Wow.
So I heard a lot of singers also, like when on the show also, they've always told that even they are very scared to perform. Usually also, even if they have performed like hundreds and thousands of shows also, when they're on the stage, they have the fear. It's just that they don't let it come into their like singing. So that's what we have to learn.
Wow, nice. So we have a few Genspeaks flagship questions that we want to ask.
Okay.
So the first one being, what is like your one biggest failure that and what did you learn from it? From that biggest failure.
I think I will repeat this. It's the confidence which I didn't have, because I know what I can sing. Like I know my worth, but I couldn't show it off because of the fear. So after the show was done, I regretted that because only if I had a little more confidence, I would have excelled than what I did. So I think that I was feeling very bad from inside, like because I knew few people who were equal, like who I could sing equally well. So when I saw them doing well and when I saw my performances, I felt really bad because even I could do better or the best than them also. So that was one thing I felt it as a failure. And being a part of a television industry since like my childhood, I still had that fear when I was on Saregama. So I think that's one thing I consider as a failure. But what I learned is because of the experience, whatever I told you earlier, because of the experience, now I feel if I enjoy the song more than thinking about the lyrics or the background thing, I think then I could give my 100% because I've already experienced this one. After the show, I performed with my friends outside. So when I enjoyed the song, there was no fear. So that's one thing I think I learned from the failure.
Perfect. That's an amazing answer, and it applies everywhere also.
Yeah.
Whenever you
enjoy
like doing something or enjoy doing something, you won't have that element of fear. That's a really great answer. So now, if you could go back, to if you could time travel and go back to and meet your 18-year-old self, what would be one piece of advice that you will give?
I think I'll come back to the confidence point because I fear unnecessarily. Okay. So I used to have second thoughts about singing. I thought overthinking, second thoughts. I thought I'll leave music just because I thought I will not have confidence forever and I can't show whatever I can. So I thought I'll not take up music at all. I'll just learn and keep it for myself. So I'll tell that whatever you do it. Don't think about others. Basically, do what you're doing. Yeah, that's it.
Now, what is like one most important thing that you've learned? Like that, when you got to know about that, it just shifted perspectives. What is that one thing that you learned?
Okay, so when you get into any profession, like even when you're young, you tend to like I went to TV shows and all.
Yeah.
So it's just that don't immerse yourself completely into that you forget your friends, family, and also there are a lot of things that you need to see when you're young.
Yeah.
So don't miss all that. You have to enjoy life and do all this. So for me, it's always been that I will enjoy my life. Like I'm a very fun-loving person. So wherever I go, I need to have fun. So that's how I survive. So that's something you don't have to immerse yourself completely and then forget the rest of the things. So I think everybody should
have fun and whatever you do.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we are taking in a few questions from the audience. So any questions from the audience? Any?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So at what point did you realize that this was your passion versus your profession? Like you shifted from engineering to music after a while. So at what point did you realize I'm gonna keep this as my passion plus profession, but I'm also going to pursue other things also?
Yeah.
So just to repeat the question, when did you realize that singing was your passion, and when did you realize that singing was your passion and not your profession?
So till whenever till we are students, our parents will take care of us financially or anything. But after a point, you can't depend on your parents or anyone else. So then I think I felt that I need to have a profession where I can also earn and also continue my passion. So I don't want to earn money through my passion and do it like that. So I want to earn money and also passion. So that's when I decided, I think during my engineering itself, I always, even when I was very little also, I always wanted to do, like, I wanted to have many degrees. So that was one of my like dreams. So masters and all was already planned. So even my father always told me that education first and then anything else. Even I had the same thing going on. So.
Wow. Nice. Any other question?
Yeah, I have two questions. So the first question would be, how did your mental health take a toll on your day-to-day life?
It was a learning, as I told you. When I think if I go back and see myself, I was very underconfident, and I've not enjoyed singing at all because I didn't have the confidence. I only feared about the output and not what I'm enjoying. So that's one thing, and I had a lot of anxiety. People don't really understand anxiety. Like, you show it in different ways. I'm a person who couldn't let it out. Like, few people cry, or few people, they take their time and come back. But for me, it was like I couldn't. I'm not a person who shows it to the family or friends, because that's not who I am since my childhood too. So anxiety was a really bad phase of when I was on the show. So I couldn't overcome anxiety, and I felt I could take some mentorship from somebody else for anxiety, or what do you call
Guidance.
no the
Tutelage.
no you go to
Therapist.
therapy. I felt like I should have gone to some therapy to overcome it.
Okay. Alright. Thanks for answering that. The second question would be, like, we have heard from you that your mom supported you a lot in your initial days, and she pushed you through a phase that you adapted to music and started singing. So, to the many listeners out here, there are many people whose family, friends, or their loved ones don't support them. They force themselves on their own dreams.
Yeah.
So, what do you suggest to such people who are trying out their best in their life?
It's really difficult for them. Like, I feel so sorry for all of them whose parents are not supportive to pursue their own passion. But I would like to tell them that first thing is learn whatever passion you have. Keep learning it, and once when you have to prove it, when you get the chance, prove to everyone that you can do it. So then I think their parents also will get confidence on them, and then they'll I think change their opinion about that thing.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, I have another question. So now we know many people, and I have personally been prey to this, to discontinuing music, thinking it would cause an hindrance to your academics, like it would disturb the flow or anything. But again, you even have scientific research proving that music boosts your analytical and concentration skills. But there are many out there who discontinue it or take a break, thinking it would, cause a disturbance in their academics or anything. So what is your say on that?
So I can support both, because actually I was interested in medicine, to take up medicine when I was an intern, but I didn't do it because I thought I couldn't continue music simultaneously, because medicine is like huge. Very huge, and I thought I'm not a person who studies also so well. Like, medicine is like you have to keep going through books and all. So I thought I can't take up medicine just because I have music. But then there are people who are doctors and also musicians. So it depends on a person to person. If you're willing to do that hard work, that's purely based on interest. Like, there are people who can't leave music. It's just not their thing. So those people will not leave. They'll do this and that. Music is not that you have to perform or go to shows and all. Even if you learn, it's a thing, a part of your life. So I think music helps only to boost knowledge. I mean, what do you call?
Analytical skills, thinking skills.
Yeah, actually, and also you'll have very peace of mind and everything. So.
Alright. Any other questions? Alright. So now we have one interesting questions coming from our investor. Who is your current celebrity crush in singing profession?
It's Sri Ramachandra.
Oh, alright. He was the past Indian Idol winner, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So, a small part from Radhe Shyam that he sang for SS Thaman. Yeah.
कृष्ण कृष्ण प्रेममयी राधा 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 प्रेममयो हरिः जीवने निधाने नित्यं राधे कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण कृष्ण प्रेममयी राधा 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 प्रेममयो हरिः जीवने निधाने नित्यं राधे कृष्ण गतिर्मम.
Alright guys, so this episode 3 is coming to an end. Thank you guys.